What did you think about the whole week overall?
Oh, I thought it was a great week. You know, it's a week that we have a chance to instill our culture and the standards we want our players to live up to. And it's, I guess the on-ice stuff today was like the icing on the cake, but for the most part, it's us trying to educate our kids on what it's like to be a pro hockey player. And those kids who have been here multiple times, it's a chance for them to step up and become a leader to the younger kids. You know, they all remember that day when they first came to their first ever camp, and it's a bit overwhelming at times. But I think the whole week was educational on many facets, and that's what it's all about. It's a development camp. It's not an evaluation camp, and that's two different things.
Who, anybody stand out in your mind?
It's not an evaluation camp. It's a development camp. But it was tough not to notice our first round of this year. You know, Mike, he was the speed, the tenacity on pucks. It was fun to watch.
Did he? I mean, obviously you guys scouted him pretty hard, but did he, in a way, surprise you this week with some of the, just the poise he shows on the ice and how he's able to go into some tight spaces and come out with the puck?
Well, for me personally, I didn't know the player that well. I saw him play at the World Under-18s this year, and that was it. I didn't see one league game. But again, how we want to play, you know, we want to be a fast team, an attacking team, and he has those qualities, and you saw that today.
What's it like watching him and Nate to end the week the way they did, being the first two draft picks to play the way they did today?
Oh, like I said, it's great. It's to watch guys be rewarded for hard work and basically the ability to show off our top picks to our fans is a great thing. And the way they played, it was fun. It was hard not to smile at all our picks, really. I thought everybody worked hard. I thought everybody showed the skill and the hockey sense that they were what we were told they had, and we're really excited about the future for sure.
And I don't mean to put words in your mouth, if the plan is for him and Nate to go back and do one more year at juniors, does he have a chance to change that in any way?
I mean, you can go back and you can do the math. Yeah. Not many 18-year-olds are playing in the National Hockey League.
Okay.
So, like we talked to them in their exit meetings today, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And to go back as an 18-year-old and, hey, you know what, every kid, we're going to tell them, first of all, they got to be signed. Mm-hmm. Second, you know what, they either make our team or they go back to juniors. There's no other option. So the majority of these type of players go back to junior. You can see you saw players that maybe stick around and, you know, get their 9 games, whatever. We're not even thinking that far. You know, our next step is to continue they need to get stronger. You know, they have a pretty good bulk here of summer to do that before our rookie tournament. To come in, we retest them, see where they're at. You know, this is kind of the midterm. See where they're at in their final exam in September. And then you just, like you said, it's day to day, like really. We have relationships with that coaching staff there, and our development staff heads that up. So wherever they are, they will be well looked after and put on a development plan to eventually become the Jersey Devil.
What did you think about your goaltending?
I thought it was a great story. Marsh kid, the New Jersey kid who came in late. You know, we just picked him up. He played really well today. He got a couple cheers from the crowd, and you know, the other guys, Blackwood and Appleby, are they're good goalies. Blackwood's obviously a top prospect for us. Appleby had a good first pro year this year, splitting some time in Adirondack and in Albany, and you know, the plan right now with it, Blackwood is to turn him pro. He'll be 20 at the end of the year. We think he's mature enough to handle that. Where that is, again, that's the competition element that we speak of a lot within the organization. And, you know, they'll be competing for time in Albany.
Talk about the task of rebuilding Albany. You lose a lot of guys this offseason. And some of the younger guys that are coming up through the system now, they're ready for those spots, right?
Absolutely. It's opportunity is everything. And if you don't have an opportunity, how can you ever make a career, quite honestly. So we'll see the ones who actually take that opportunity and run with it. Yeah, we had some veterans last year, and we'll be a lot younger this year. And there's some pieces I added that I felt were very necessary because of what we lost. But it tells the Colemans and the Pietalas and the Kujawinskis and these guys who were down there last year that, hey, I have a chance to be in the mix for call-up games this year. That's an opportunity. Then what do you do with that opportunity? Does that one game turn into 5? Does that 5 turn into 20? That's always up to the individual. So that's going to be something different where you're not going out and necessarily getting the O'Briens or the Sislows, and they can play games. Eventually, these kids have to play games. So they put themselves right in that mix because of what we have. We've got a lot of players there, and a lot of players that we think can come up and really play games. But which ones grab that opportunity, that's up to them.
Any reason Pietalo wasn't here this week? Or he wasn't here?
Numbers-wise, I probably would have left Coleman home, but because of his shoulder, and he hadn't played for a long time, I felt it was important for him to come in and start grinding again in the corners. And Pietala Thompson, you have to have some sort of framework with this. You can't just pick and choose who comes, who doesn't come. The entry-level deal guys are always on the table to come. Then you can pick and choose, and that's what we did.
You talked about the development. Does that also include the spirit, the mental development of developing a team spirit situation?
Well, that's what we call culture. That's the culture where we want. It's the style of play we want to play. That attacking, that fast. We want guys to get on pucks. I think that was obvious. Well, it's obvious how John Hines wants his team to play, and so we want players that understand that. But the culture to do that starts in practice. The expectations every day you come to the rink. This is what's expected of you. That's the standards. If you can't do it, then we'll figure it out quick and move on from you. But every player knows exactly what's expected of them, and that's what this week was all about, was to teach them what we expect from Kyle Palmieri, Henrique, Zajac, all our NHL guys, and just kind of instill that into the youth of the organization and watch it grow.
Any of the tryouts you brought in kind of open your eyes and then something more?
I get calls from their agent, how's this guy doing? How's that guy doing? And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't evaluating them. I had my own meetings going on and come in and watch the first practice, and it was just flow. 3-on-3, you're watching this game, and then you're sliding down and watching that game. Sure, you saw some kids who, wow, that's a nice play. Chris Shero. How could you not notice Chris Shero out there? And then we had the skill development day. This wasn't set up to evaluate what we have. It was, like I told the college free agents that we were speaking of, that this is an opportunity for us. We're trying out for them. They're not trying out for us. They're here for a reason. They're here because our scout said, I want this guy here because he's a potential free agent that we might go after. And it's an opportunity for us to show them what we're all about. These are our facilities. These are their expectations. This is how we treat our players. So when they go back to school, because they'll probably have multiple teams, when they graduate that want to sign them. This was our sales pitch to them.